What is going on, you guys? Brandon here, aka Brawadis. And before I start today's video, I just want to thank you guys for showing so much love to my second channel, my NBA channel, because over the past couple of days, I've been uploading on that channel like crazy. I think I've put out like 5 videos over the past 2 days, and I'm uploading another one today. So I'm just going crazy on that channel, and you guys are showing me so much love and a lot of good feedback from you guys on that channel, and I really do appreciate it. So thank you guys so much for that. I've been getting also a lot of tweets asking me, why are you uploading so much on your NBA channel? Why do you need to make so many videos? And so let me just explain the reasoning on that really quick. So this channel, my main one, I upload entertaining videos. I upload every single day, you know, whatever you guys want to see, whether that's family stuff, challenges, pranks, vlogs, me and Brian, or should I say me and FaZe Rug, sorry, me and my girlfriend, you know, just stuff that you guys like to watch. But my NBA channel, that is an NBA channel, so I can't really make stuff up. I have to wait until there's NBA news, and I have to wait until something goes on in the NBA before I make a video on that channel. And so I don't have too many chances to really grow that channel. I don't have too many chances to make videos on that channel. So now that it's NBA playoff time, now that, you know, there's a lot of things going on in the NBA and everybody's getting into it, it's kind of like my time to really grow that channel. So it's like, this is my time, this is my chance that I could finally put some work into that channel. And you guys know me, I love basketball, I love the NBA, so anything where I could do towards that channel, I love it. So that's the reason I'm making so many videos now on that channel, and just thank you guys for all the support that you guys show me. Anyways, for today's video, sorry, I talk way too much, but for today's video, I'm going to be doing a story time video about the time I almost wasn't able to graduate high school. I thought about it today, and I'm like, yo, I don't think I've told this story before. I used to do more story times a while back, but I haven't done a story time video in a really long time. So if you guys don't like story time videos, then I guess you could just close this video out. I don't blame you, I talk a lot, so if you don't want to hear me talking, I know, I'm annoying. If you don't want to hear me talking, you could X out of this video. No hard feelings, I still love you guys. But if you do want to hear this story, it's pretty entertaining, so I suggest you stay. Anyways, I'm 21 years old now, okay? So I've been out of high school for about 3 years now, and so this story is going back to when it was my senior year. So in my whole entire school career, whether that was high school, middle school, elementary school, I was always the really quiet guy. I always had really good grades. I would just go to school, do my work, and leave. I wouldn't really cause any problems. I wouldn't get in any trouble. I would just go there, do what I had to do, come home, do my homework, you know, I'd have good grades and good citizenship. Now came senior year. I'm sure there's a bunch of people who are seniors who watch my videos, and if you aren't a senior but you're in high school, I'm sure you know that seniors, they just, you know, they're ready to graduate. They're over high school. It's their 4th year, you know. They have a bunch of electives, and they're just ready to get out of high school and go to college. They're ready to graduate. They're over doing work every single day. They're over being with all those freshmen and sophomores. And so that was me. When I hit senior year, I was like, yo, I'm over high school. I'm ready to go to college, you know. Senior year is just chill. Senior year, you don't have to do that much work. You have so much activities like grad night and just graduation and prom and all those good stuff. So what happens? Right when the school year starts, they let you pick your electives. Senior year, I got to pick 3 electives. Usually I only got to pick 1. Now I got 3 electives. So obviously I went up to my friends and I was like, yo, what electives are you taking? So we all chose the same electives. And honestly, guys, let me just give you a tip. If you're taking classes with your friends, just know that you might be getting in a lot of trouble in those classes, because you next to a bunch of your friends in one classroom usually doesn't go well, especially when it's right after lunchtime, because during lunch, you know, you have a lot of energy, you're out there, you had just ate, and then you go and try to sit in a classroom with all your friends. It just doesn't work out too good. So I took a bunch of classes with my friends, my really close friends, Ali and Jordan, and my other good friend, his name was Tuab. We took a bunch of classes together. You know, first day of school comes around, and you know, I see one of my classes, I'm like, oh shit, Ali, we have the same class. I go to another one of my classes, I'm like, oh shit, Jordan, same class. And then I get to 5th period, the period right after lunch, and you would not believe it. So I get in there, right? I look to one side of me, Brian, my fucking brother, is in that class, okay? I look to another side of me, Jessica. You guys know Jessica, it's my cousin. If you guys don't know her, it's my first cousin. I'm really, really close to her. Then you look in another corner of the room, and it's Chanel. You guys know Chanel, that's Sherman the Vermin's sister, my other cousin. Then you have, you guys haven't met them, they haven't been in my vlogs because I haven't talked to them in a while, but a bunch of my close friends in that classroom. One of them's name was Tawab, one of their name was Juan. Then you have, not in this classroom, but in a classroom right across the hall, Ali had an elective as well. So he didn't have the same class, but he had a class where he was allowed to leave the classroom and, you know, do whatever he wanted. So I had a class with Brian, Jessica, and Chanel. That's my brother and my two really close cousins. Then I had, in that same classroom, 2 of my really close friends. How the hell was I supposed to pay attention? How? I was so excited. I was like, yo, this is so dope. Senior year, a class with my brother and all my family members and all that. Time comes, time goes, you know, day in and day out. I'm just getting in trouble for stop talking to your brother. Stop talking to your friends. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. And I'm like I said, I was a really good kid in high school. Nobody ever thought of me as, oh, he has bad grades, or oh, he's a troublemaker. Never. So I wasn't used to getting yelled at by the teacher. So I would just be like, oh, sorry, I won't do it again. I won't talk again. But it's so tempting. It's so hard not to talk when your brother is sitting right next to you and your other friends are right next to you. And so like, I just kept talking and talking. Don't get me wrong, I would get my work done. I think I'm the first person in history that I had an A in the class. An A, and my citizenship was a U, A-U. So that's the best you could get in scholarship wise, and that's the worst you could get citizenship wise. So I got a U in that classroom. That is bad. I had never gotten a U before in my life. That's worse than an N. I'm not sure how they do the grading system in your guys' school, but U is the worst one. So I got a U. In my other classes where I had a couple of my friends, I got S's. The S obviously is not as bad as a U, but it's not an E or a G. I used to get always E's or G's in citizenship. I would never talk. And so the other classes, you know, I would talk to my friends a little bit, but I would still pay attention. So I would get an S. But in this class, the one I had with all my family and friends, and the one where Ali was right across the hall. So look, I would literally be sitting in class and I would look across the hall and Ali would be like this. Psst. He would be looking at me across the hall from his chair and I'd be like, so not only was I talking in class, but even Ali who was across the hall. And so also that was journalism. If you guys don't know, I used to write a lot of articles, not only when I was in high school, but when I left high school, that was my job. When I was in college, my job was to write articles about NBA. So I loved writing. I was really good at it. So I would always finish my work early and then I would talk and talk and talk. So the other classes, when I got an S in citizenship, it's because I actually had to pay attention and do my work. I didn't really understand the subject. But in journalism, where I understood the subject and it was easy to me, I would just knock my work off and then just talk. And so I got a U. And the behavior was so bad that I remember even one day we had a bunch of work to do, like a whole lesson plan that the teacher was going to do, and he canceled all of that. He canceled it all, and he dedicated a whole day where he brought the principal and the vice principal to the class to just talk to me and my friends and say, yo, well, not yo, they said, hey, listen, Brandon, you guys cannot be disrupting the class like this. Now, don't get me wrong, I wasn't doing anything bad, like, you know, spitballs and cussing at the teacher and doing any of that, but I would just talk endlessly. So I kid you not, before he gave me a U, I'm not gonna lie, he did give me a chance. Before he gave me the U, he brought the principal and all their vice principals, and they had a talk. He canceled his whole lesson for the day, and they just told us, this needs to stop. And me being the idiot that I was senior year, it didn't stop. I was so scared that day though. I walked into class, you know, getting ready to do some work and listen to the lesson from the teacher. And instead I walked into all these principals and I was like, okay. And I guess in high school, I never knew about this because like I said, I had never gotten bad citizenship before. If you get a certain amount of U's or if you have really bad citizenship, they don't let you walk for graduation. What they do when it's time for all the seniors, you guys know the ceremony where you wear the hat, you toss it up in the air, they call your name, you get your diploma, it's on the huge football field or wherever they do it. I guess if you have really bad citizenship, what you do, you're not allowed to attend that ceremony. You just go to school on the last day of school, pick up your diploma and go home. I did not know about that. So one day I get called into the office and I go and I'm shitting myself. You guys know, like I said, I was a really, really good kid. I was very small and tiny. I mean, here's a picture of me when I was in high school. Just look, imagine. So that was me in high school. That was my senior year, okay? So you guys think I'm ugly now? Look how ugly I was before. So imagine I'm walking to the office. I'm like, oh my God, what is this for? I'm shitting myself. And it was to the VP, like it was for the vice principal's office. And I was like, shit, what the hell did I do? So I get to the office and they pretty much explain to me. They also get my mom on the phone. And I'm like, fuck. I was like, fuck, I don't know what to tell my mom, like all this. And they're like, do you want to tell her? Do you want us to tell her? I'm like, you guys tell her. I don't want to talk to her. I'm really scared, all that. And they pretty much explained to me that a couple weeks before graduation, I'm gonna have to go to this room where the principal's gonna be sitting there, a bunch of the counselors are gonna be sitting there, and there's gonna be the vice principals there. I'm gonna have to dress up in a suit and tie, and I'm gonna have to go there, and it's kind of like a court. It's called an appeal. My mom's gonna be with me. She's kind of like my lawyer, I guess, and I'm gonna have to talk in front of them why I think I still deserve to walk and graduate despite my bad citizenship. And I'm sitting there like, bro, why? I'm sitting there like I went years and years and years without ever doing anything. And now here I am my senior year, and I might not even be able to graduate with the rest of my class. I might not even be able to go to the ceremony. What is my family gonna think of me? You know, I'm gonna be the shame of the family? Like, what the hell? And I'm just sitting there. I was so sad. I was so stressed. I was like, fuck. Next day I went to class. Like, I didn't talk to anybody. I did my work, and I'm just like, fuck. How did this happen? My mom was pissed. My mom wanted to kill me. She was like, what the hell is wrong with you? So the day that they told me I would have to do that, and then the day that I actually had to do it, there was weeks in between that. And so I was like just stressing and overthinking it for weeks and weeks and weeks. They should have told me like the day before so I didn't have to keep thinking about it. But I kept thinking about it, kept thinking about it. I couldn't even sleep. I was like, damn, I'm really gonna watch everybody graduate, and I'm just gonna be sitting there, and I'm not even gonna be like, what did I do? I was such a good kid my whole life, and now just because I talked, I was so mad. And the worst part was my citizenship was so bad, but my grades were so good. It was the grades, I had A's and B's. Maybe I had one C, maybe, but I don't even think I had any C. I had all A's and B's. So you look at one side of my report card, it's A's and B's. Then you look at the citizenship, and you have U and S, and it's just like, how can someone be so smart and do all their work, but be such a bad student in class? And I'm just like, Mom, I'm not a bad student. I just have a lot of friends in my class. I'm not bad. And so the day finally comes. I'm shitting myself. I wear a fucking blue button up, a black tie. First of all, let me just tell you, the tie literally only came up to here. So when I went to class, everybody was making fun of me because the appeal was in third period. So I had to go to my first 2 periods wearing the suit and tie, and the tie was so short. I didn't know anything about like fashion or style. And third period comes, my mom had to meet up. My mom was already in the office, and so I walk into the room, and I have like a little paper that I wrote down so I could read. You're allowed to read off a paper. And I walk in, and there's other students that had to appeal. So before it was my turn, I was talking to the students. I was like, oh, what are you here for? You know, what do you have to appeal? Just listen. I talked to 2 kids. I didn't even know who they were. One of them had to appeal because he got caught smoking weed in the bathroom. And the other kid had to appeal because in the middle of class, he went to the trash can, took his fucking pants off, and took a shit in the teacher's trash can. And I'm sitting there like, wait. I'm here to appeal because I talked to my friends in class, and you have other kids here to appeal because they smoked weed in the school bathroom and got caught, and because they took a shit in the trash can. I was like, why am I classified with these people? That's not right. I was like, this is not the type of person I am. I told my mom, I said, Mom, I'm sorry. I never meant to, you know, be in the same classification as people who did this during school. And I'm just like, really? Like, that's how bad of a kid I am? And I'm just like, you know what? I don't belong here. I did not get caught smoking weed in the school bathroom. I did not take a shit in my teacher's tub. I just was talking to my friends. First of all, how the fuck do you take a shit in the teacher's trash can? I don't even know. Whoever that was, I forgot your name, but if you're watching this video somehow, you got some balls, because I would never do that. But anyways, we were in the same page, same room. We all had to appeal. And so I get up there, and the vice principal, one of them, not the one I talked to, but the other one, they recognized me. They're like, you? Why are you here? Like, they were surprised. Like, they're like, you don't belong here. What are you doing here? And I was like, I just talked to my friends, like, too much in class. And they were kind of laughing. They were like, we know you. They're like, why are you here? You don't belong here. They were pretty much telling me, you're too good of a student to be here. And so I start my appeal, and I'm just like, you know, I'm very stupid. I just can't control when I have a lot of friends next to me. And like, if you look at my grades, I got my work done, and I don't know why I'm here. I'm an idiot. And they kept saying, they were kind of laughing, like I said, because you look at what they normally have to deal with, drugs and someone shitting in the teacher's trash can. They don't usually have to deal with someone who just talks to their friends. So first of all, I don't get why I had to appeal. But second, so they obviously were like, you know what? we understand, you know, we've all been there, done that when we were younger. We know when it's hard to concentrate when you're with your friends, and we'll let you go with a warning. So look at me. I freaking graduated, and I wore the fucking hat that looks like a trash can bin, and I freaking, first of all, look how ugly. Oh my God, was I the ugliest kid that anyone has ever seen? But they let me do it. My mom was super happy. I almost cried. I was like, thank you guys so much. I was stressing so much for the past couple of weeks, and I didn't even know what to do if I wasn't able to graduate. I didn't know what I would do with myself, and I would literally be the gum on the bottom of all my family's shoes because that's how they would look at me and blah, blah, blah. And I wanted to hug all of them, and they were like, no, you're fine. Just behave in class. They gave me a slip so that all my teachers could sign it. That was like the final step. If my teachers didn't sign it, then I wouldn't be able to walk. It was pretty much like, is he improving his citizenship? And they all put fucking hell yeah, because for the past couple weeks I was so stressed and so scared that literally I would sit in class like this. Even if my friend would be like, yo bro, you know, you want a piece of gum? I'd be like, I wouldn't even look. But they all understood because of the situation I was in. I was like, come on, me. There was only a handful of students that had to appeal senior year, and I was one of them. I just didn't belong there. It was like, that's not me. And so I was just like, shit. That was kind of a wake-up call, and so I did grad. Honestly, I wished I didn't win the appeal. If I knew I was going to look as ugly as this. And guys, when I noticed how ugly I looked with the hat, my mom even saw. I kept trying to like toss it off my head so it could accidentally fall because I didn't want to take pictures with it, and I kept trying to accidentally lose it. But the people that worked during the graduation ceremony, they kept saying, oh, is this your hat? Is this your hat? And I'm like, yeah, that's my hat. Guys, what? I look so ugly. Why would they make you wear that type of hat? But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that story of good kid gone bad. Do not listen. All you guys, if you're seniors right now or if you're younger and you're gonna be seniors soon and they give you a chance to pick electives with your friends, kind of limit yourself. You know, one friend is okay, two is okay, but if you're gonna be picking a class with like 10 of your friends, just know that it's gonna be really, really hard to concentrate. I had to learn my lesson the hard way. Of course, I was the only one who had to appeal because everyone else could control themselves. But look at me, I love to talk. I talk nonstop. I'm fucking annoying. I never stop talking. So of course, if I'm in a class with all my brothers or my brother, all my family members and my friends, they know how to control their talking. I don't. So of course, the teacher hated. Oh, and a fun fact. I went back to school the next year so I could visit all my old teachers. You know, all of them welcomed me and they gave me a hug and they're like, you know, how are you doing? How's life? You know, how's college? Blah, blah, blah. And we just talked. But when I went back to this teacher, the one that gave me a U, he literally kicked me out of his class. He said, sorry, I'm teaching. I said, yeah, I know, I understand. All the other teachers I saw were also teaching, but I just wanted to talk to you for like a minute. He said, no, thank you. And I had to leave. I was like, oh, okay, so, oh, well, I guess I was kind of bad in that class. I didn't mean to. I just can't stop talking like I'm doing right now. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day and listening to my annoying ass talk for almost 20 minutes. NBA playoffs started today. Oh my God, this is the best time ever. Even though the Suns didn't make the playoffs, as a basketball fan, because yes, I'm a huge Suns fan, but I also love the sport of basketball. I love watching the NBA playoffs. It's just so unexpected happens. The best games come in playoff time, so I can't wait to watch. I'm gonna watch all the games, of course. The Cavs and Pacers are playing right now, so I'm gonna tune into that. Anyways, guys, last time, thank you so much for showing so much support to my NBA channel. I'm gonna keep grinding out videos for that channel for you guys. If you notice that my main channel videos have been kinda, I guess you guys could say boring or just not as entertaining as they were like last week, I do apologize. Like I said, I don't have too many chances to grow my NBA channel. So now that there's a lot of news going on in the NBA, I feel like this is my chance to kind of grow it. I do apologize. I need to bring out better videos for my main channel. Anyways, the road to 2 million subscribers is on. Brawad Squad, I love you guys all. Peace, guys.